so in this session we're looking at everything on your mind list. Lists can be a really helpful way of using the piece of paper as a container for whatever your thoughts, your worries, or maybe events that are coming up that are taking your time and attention. This is something that can be used during the worry time that we talked about in the previous session. You'll see on the screen a template of how this list will work. So as you become familiar with it, you can either print from our website or you can create your own list. And what I would say with any of the techniques that we talk you through, adapt them, make them your own, so you might not just stick with how we've set it out. But on this one, everything on your mind list, it's separated into 3 different sections. So the first list is things that I can do something about now. So they might be situations that are happening within that day or the next couple of days that you know you need to do things in order to prepare. So for example, it might be a hospital appointment, and you might take a bit of your worry time to think about the questions that you want to ask during that appointment. Then in the second column, it's things that you know you can do something about, but it's not actually happening right now. It's something that's in the future. But you worrying about it, thinking about it, isn't going to make any difference to the outcome. So you would list that in the middle column, and then you have your last list, which are things that you can do nothing about. That column, just jot them down, note them down, and then as you look at your worry time each day, look at the first column, look at what you can maybe cross out that you know you've dealt with or is going to happen that day, so it doesn't need to stay on the list anymore. Look at the middle column and just see if there's anything that needs to be drawn into that first column. It needs attention now, that it needs your time and thought to work out whatever that one might be. The third column, don't look at it in each worry time, look at it every so often. And what people have found is that a number of things can happen. There's an acceptance that you know there's something you can't do about a particular circumstance, or it doesn't hold any meaning to you anymore. You're not worried about it anymore, so you can take it off of that list. Or sometimes people have been surprised to find out that something they thought they couldn't do anything about, in actual fact they have been able to. So there can be a satisfaction in knowing that things aren't always as we perceive them. Redo that list every so often. There's something satisfying about crossing them off, but also you don't want it to be too cluttered, which can actually reclutter the mind again. So have a fresh one every so often.